Welcome, North America, South America, Asia, Australia. Africa, Europe, and the entire Caribbean diaspora. This week it's going to be a little bit different in correlation to what I want to speak about. Today I spoke to a young individual. He is going to the University of the West Indies here in the island. He is doing his PhD. It's a joint program between India and the University of the West Indies here in Jamaica, and the young man was speaking about his own experience as it relates to coming up in poverty. And I listened, because we were at a seminar with the NGOs, various NGOs in the Caribbean, because they're all the NGOs in the Caribbean as it relates to SME, small business development. For example, Jamaica National is among the NGOs, the Pan-Caribbean movement, CARICOM, everyone, they're trying to connect amid to see how best they can evolve the Caribbean economy on a global stage. So henceforth that the Caribbean as a whole has more of a say on the global stage in correlation to trade, commerce, especially amid the global post-COVID-19 pandemic that the world is grappling with, And I'm deviating a little, but it's such a unique thrust into the first year in the second decade of the 21st century. And it's not time to sit around and play. It's not time to sit around and play when you come on to your dreams and aspirations. So this podcast, I want to speak about it and how he was telling me about his experience of him, growing up and coming from poverty, and how it was like, and how many a time he felt to escape it all. He felt trapped, and I was saying to him, that I write too in my spare time too. That's my therapy, because everyone has to have something that they do in correlation to escape this realm of dimension that we exist in, because it can be overwhelming at times, and how important it is for our mental health, how important it is for us to take care of our mental health as we take care of our physical health. It's not just about going into the gym and pumping iron. It's not only about pumping iron, beautiful soul, from near and far. It's also about your mental health and how important it is. And I was telling the young man that of course I listen and stuff like that. He's doing his PhD. I am currently doing my master's, so I am there and I am committed. Because you see, when you tell yourself that you are committed, no excuse necessary. You have to execute. I am so conscious these days of a word that I utilize when it comes down to my own dreams and aspiration, because he was saying Hajarouche, something like Hajarouche. He's going to see this. I'm so sorry if I didn't do justice to your last name, my brother. We will meet again, and of course I'll let you enunciate your name more accurately for me. And he was saying that he was a young man that came from poverty in India, and he had to fight day in and night out as it relates to undergone. And I was sharing it with the young man, and I was saying, yes, I know what it is like, but for me, I've always used art to escape my realm of reality that I doesn't feel that I belong. When environment or people doesn't serve your energy, because I even though you may be limited with the current space that you are in, I never ever think that I am limited. I always think outside of my bound. I always challenge the telescope, even when I challenge the telescope and they push back and fight against me. I don't know. I'm not going to give them that power. Even when I challenge the telescope and they fight to try to say that, how dare I stand firm in the Armageddon and in the adversity and say, yes, I said what I said, and that is what I said. You know, I remember I went through an experience where, as it relates to growth, you know, when you were growing and stuff like that, and you realize that people are belittling you, and you realize that this environment doesn't serve you, so you speak out as it relates to you use your voice, because remember, your voice is powerful. And you see, when I don't know what to say with my experience, the power of writing, I just put pen to paper and I just start to write. I just start to articulate my feelings and all the emotion that maneuver within my psyche, you know, and I don't push my stuff aside. Even though I'm guy, I don't push it aside. I said, listen, what is the reason? What caused you to feel this way, you know? And I make a collective effort to work on me emotionally, psychologically. I make a collective effort to work on me physically as well, as it relates to if I don't like something about my own body. For example, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to push 3 more times. I'm going to lift those weights some more, you know. If I know that I am lacking in certain area, I'm going to read some more, you know. I'm not going to let you tell me. I will listen, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do my own research and figure it out on my own, because that is who I am, you know. But I just want to tell you all out there, beautiful soul, from near and far, stay true to who you are, believe in your own grit, strength, vigor and sagacity, and don't let people put their limitation on you. But I want to share the poem with you, Rajiv, because I didn't memorize it. It goes like this. Cage, 2018. I remember this feeling that manifested within me. Cage, I name it. Trap, help. I've been here far too long, scared, bruised, conflicted, yet confused. What if what I am is all I am? Forces of hope, ubiquitously omnipresent. The omnipresent of hope is like her sea. Yet the soul crave its present to conquer dreams and aspiration. Cage, a too far familiar movie. Been here before. Wealth on the mind, growth on the mind, oneness with oneself. Cage, scared, not respected, cast aside as not a soul as vital to our society. This can't be the way. What am I doing here? Cage, alone, feeling trapped, alone, with thoughts in too far. Yes, Mr. Reggie, that's how I felt. I remember that particular period in my journey, and I remember those feelings, and I remember when those words came to my psyche. That's how I felt, and I just wanted to share it with someone today, that if you are out there and you're in a situation right now and you feel caged, you feel trapped, it is not your final destination. Every down season is for a reason. It's going to teach you something about yourself one more time. It's going to show you who you are as it relates to your own strength and your own power. Stay the course and don't give in. Stay the course and believe in who you are. Believe in your own strength, grit, vigor, and sagacity. Because you, beautiful soul, from near and far, you have what it takes. You're powerful. I may not know you, but this is what I know about you. Believe me when I say I know this about you, that you have greatness within you. You do have greatness in you. When you are there, beautiful soul, fighting for who you are, fighting for your place and your place here in this realm of dimension to exist, you know, you have to remember yourself that you have to work hard, because hard work is the only way that you can execute your greatness. I know that you have to work smart too, along with working hard, but those people that always say, oh, I'm going to do less because I am working smarter, don't listen to what they have to say. Everyone has their own method, everyone has their own techniques. If you know that you wake up one morning and you said, okay, then I need to send 6 emails, I need to make 10 more calls, you know, I need to write half of a page today as it relates to my book, I need to write 3 poems today, and you know that you don't write it, and you know you didn't write it, and you feel like your day hasn't been completed. Listen, you need to start break up your day like this. Know that you have 24 hours in one day. And let me tell you something. You see the difference between the Oprah Winfrey, the Tyler Perry, the difference between the Maya Angelou, and the difference between the Barack Obama, the Michelle Obama, the Miss Lou. It's the difference with those people. beautiful soul, is that they use their 24 hours wisely, and it is now time for us. We have access to this information, we have access to this knowledge. It is time for us, beautiful souls, from near and far, to use our 24 hours authentically. You know, I remember today when I wake up, and this is what I said to myself today. I said to myself today, this transaction that I am working on, which is a huge transaction that I can't share as yet with you, beautiful soul. I'm so excited, elated, I can't wait to share the news. You know, I said to myself, I have to do this today. And I woke up 3:30 a.m. this morning, and I finished that transaction, and I send off the email, and I'm just awaiting the response, you know. And then I said, okay, then after I do that, I'm going to do some push-up this morning. And I did my push-up, and then I said, after I finish that, I need to finish this marketing report that needs to be submitted by taking advantage of and exploiting as the Walder business model canvas technique. And I finished the report, beautiful soul, and I said, and I pushed through, and then I read my itinerary that I had created in correlation to my studies, and I said, oh my word, I had half of a paper left to write for this report, and it is due in 24 hours. And believe me, you see, preparation meeting opportunity, it was like a explosion of a beautiful, blissful experience. Like my mind literally stopped time, and I just started to write, and I execute the paper. And when I did a proofread of the paper, let me tell you something, it was like the best, most authentic paper I have ever written, and I am expected to get 100%. I know I am getting 100% on it, because I declare it over your life today, beautiful soul and far, that you are good enough, you are great, you are powerful, you're authentic, your dreams and aspirations deserve to be executed. And you know when you come up short, you know when you don't do what it is that you ought to do. So execute today. Believe in you one more time. Believe in you one more time. Come on, believe in you one more time. And remember, when the intention to quit is at its closest, success is at its nearest. Hence, it's your responsibility, our responsibility, to change this world and create the future now that we want to see. It's a new time. It's a new day in history.